World economic leaders are gathering in Davos, Switzerland this week as the annual World Economic Forum gets underway. Newly inaugurated, President Trump is expected to address attendees via a live feed on Thursday. Patrick Foulis is the foreign editor of The Economist, and he's in Davos for the conference. Patrick, great to have you with us. This, in every way, marks Trump's return to the global stage as U.S. president once again. I'm wondering what attendees want to hear from him, or better yet, want to say to him, knowing, his positions on so many important topics.
Well, everyone was watching the inauguration yesterday, and the sense of a president with a clearer election victory, with a considerable degree of public support, a strong economy, and a clear and aggressive plan for what he wants to do in the first few days, even in office, was palpable. But everyone here is looking at how that affects the rest of the world. Most people, I think, feel we're going to see an era of untamed American power expressed in more ways, from the tech industry to tariffs to military activity, but also that America's geographic ambitions are going to shrink. So there'll be parts of the world it pays less attention to. And the two flashpoints there, obviously, are China and the war in Ukraine, where the degree of commitment of President Trump towards traditional American allies is one of the critical issues people are thinking about.
And we know that surcharges or taxes, better known as tariffs, are something Trump has been vocal about wanting to implement. Let's just play this clip of him from yesterday.
We're thinking in terms of 25% on Mexico and Canada, because they're allowing vast numbers of people. Canada's a very bad abuser also. Vast numbers of people to come in, and fentanyl to come in.
When do you think you would enact those?
I think February 1st.
Are you planning on keeping those?
As was true during his first term, that's the starting negotiating point, and then the reality tends to be different. But what is the response among global leaders there on this point?
Well, look, I think most people expect some kind of increase in tariffs. The financial markets have been expecting it, and to a degree baking it in. And actually, I would argue that the real issue on people's minds is the extent to which the toolkit of Trump and this project of reasserting American power goes beyond tariffs to other things. So we've seen already pre the inauguration comments about borders and the Panama Canal being ripped up. And then we've also seen in the information space, partly through Elon Musk's platforms, the kind of MAGA movement express more interventionist instincts in politics in other countries. And then lastly, we have the kind of burgeoning area of controls on the use of American technologies globally. So I would actually argue that the tariffs are clearly important, and from the point of view of the rest of the world, bad. But most people's concern is that the new toolkit of Trump 2.0 will go beyond tariffs, include a greater number of novel features.
Really interesting point. Patrick Foulis, thanks for joining us today.